I see Guy hasn't changed, working late as usual.
Yeah, sorry. He's at a business meeting with some associates, mapping out some targets and projections for the forthcoming year.
And how about your flatmate, Lee?
Laser Quest.
Ah, boyfriend or flatmate?
Flatmate.
Yeah, not going out, not staying in, just hanging around with my head in a spin. But there is no need to scream and shout. We're not going out. We are not going out.
Sorry.
Toby and Fliss are brokers.
Brokers what? Can't be as broke as me. I'm as broke as...
More wine.
We're old friends of Guy. We're just over from Zurich for a while.
It's in Switzerland.
You got a cuckoo clock? I used to have one when I was a kid. Cuckoo fell off. My mum replaced it with a plastic elephant. Didn't make a noise, but it never forgot to come out. 1, 2. Is this on? If cuckoo clocks are a sore point, we can always talk about Nazi gold. I prefer Terry's all gold, but a chocolate's a chocolate.
Wow. Guy wasn't exaggerating, was he?
So what you doing here? I mean, what you doing here?
Guy asked us round to advise Lucy on her new business venture.
What new business venture?
Hi there.
Oh, we were just talking about you.
All scurrilous and shocking, I hope.
Yep, we said you once kidnapped a prostitute.
Sorry I'm late. Hopefully this makes up for it.
Oh, Guy, fantastic. Chateau Musard from the Becar Valley. Oh, it's lovely. It's so complex.
Have you tried this?
So, have you started the big expressionist v classical debate without me?
What's going on?
Oh, didn't Lucy tell you? She's going to start dabbling in the art-dealing world. Yes, I finally persuaded her there's more to life than running a recruiting agency. With a little help from me, she's going to be doing her first exhibition soon.
Yeah. Guy's got a big empty space above his...
Neck?
gentleman's club.
Oh, you mean lap dancing club?
Yeah, Lee's the kind of person who likes to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, and call a stripper a stripper. In fact, let's liven this party up. Let's call a stripper. So what do you know about art?
Lots, actually. I like the surrealists. Dali, Dada, Dido. Enough about me. What are you guys planning to do whilst you're here?
Well, actually, there's an adaptation of a Dostoevsky novel at the Barbican.
Ah, Dostoevsky. If there is no God, then everything is allowed.
Oh, Dostoevsky. What's he like?
It's from the brothers Karamazov.
To me, to you, to me, to you. It's from the brothers Chuckle. Anyway, I would love to stay and chat, but I'm off to the pub to meet your brother.
Oh, not on our account, I hope.
No, I always buy my own drinks.
Which is more than could be said for Dostoevsky.
Oh, brilliant. Anyway, I've got to go, otherwise I'm going to take my own life.
Here's a good game. Boat impressions. Me first. Small dinghy without bob motor disappearing into the distance.
How come we never talk about the stuff that other people talk about?
What stuff?
You know, theatre, wine, politics.
OK, let's talk about politics.
All right?
What do you think of the government?
I can't be arsed.
Join us next week on Question Time when we'll be in St Albans.
How many books do you read in an average year?
I don't know, about 12. Or 12 and a Jilly Cooper if it's a leap year. What about you?
1.
1 book a year?
1 book in the last 5 years, actually. Well, if you've read 1 book, you've read them all, haven't you?
I actually can't speak.
Am I thick?
Of course you're not thick. It's like madness, isn't it? The very fact that you question your sanity means you still have it to question with. Likewise, if you're wondering if you're intelligent, you must at least be intelligent enough to wonder. What book was it?
Whatever you want, the status quo story.
Blimey, you are thick, aren't you? So what's brought all this on?
Guy's got some of his arty friends around the flat talking about stuff like Russian literature.
Ah, don't worry about that type. Those sort always pretend to know more than they do.
They know about Dusty Springfield or whatever he's called.
Yeah, but you don't know if what they're saying is right, do you? You believe them if they said that the follow-up to Anne Frank's diary was called Anne Frank, The Edge of Reason. The point is, it's easy to sound like an expert in anything if you say it with enough confidence.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I should know. I did an open university course in social interaction, focusing on communication techniques and behavioural assimilation.
Did you?
No, see, I told you it was easy.
You're back early?
Doesn't mean I'm thick.
You know, we're going to an exhibition on East European art next Friday. Why don't you come along with us, Lucy? You might pick up some tips.
Although, let's be fair with the girl. It's not exactly our specialised subject, is it? I mean, the only thing we know about East European art is that old joke. How do you get a Polish sculptor to create something minimalist? You tell him the marble's from Russia.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
Actually, a lot of Polish artists are becoming increasingly minimalist, and they're not using marble much at all nowadays. In fact, they're working in stuff like alabaster and other more malleable materials.
Just wait. This will be a setup to a joke.
I did an open university degree course in East European art.
See? What did I say?
It was back in the early 90s. I've told you this before.
No, you haven't.
God, you've got selective hearing, fatty.
What?
So you heard that, didn't you?
So, are there any particular Eastern European artists that you admire, Lee?
Janinski. And Paulinski. Georginski. Ringoinski.
John, Paul, George and Ringo Inski.
It's an old observation. You're not the first to spot it. They were known as the Fab Four Inskis.
Sounds like we're in the presence of a real expert. Maybe we should all go along to this exhibition together.
Oh, actually, I can't make Friday. I've got teenagers to blind.
Oh, but you must, Lee. I'm sure those teenagers can think of some other way of blinding themselves. We need you to illuminate us with your cultural knowledge.
OK, why not? I can't think of a better Friday night than a pint of lager and an in-depth discussion about minimalism and Dostoevsky.
We tend not to do lager at art exhibitions.
Oh, like that was the important bit.
Well, here's to Friday.
Oh, I hope the wine finds favour with your unexpectedly educated palate, Lee.
It's all right. Could be colder.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
If you're trying to sing the beginning bit of Do You Want to Be in My Gang, you might want to speed up.
The flex is supposed to automatically fly back into it when you press this button.
I'm no expert, but aren't you supposed to unplug it from the wall first?
Oh, you surprised me. I wouldn't have thought you'd be the type I'd catch reading. Actually, that sentence is finished.
It's a catalogue for an exhibition I've got to go to called Lee is Made to Look Like a Tit.
You should just stay here.
Just trying to brush up on some of the artists before tonight, but this isn't helping. Exhibit 15, name of piece, untitled. Origin, unsure. Artist, unknown. Least status quo, give you the facts.
I'm surprised the gallery doesn't recognise that piece. It's by Slobodan Pesashitsky. He never signs his work, just as a secret little tractor symbol under the base.
Whoa. Take the lid off the confusion stew, Big Mama, and rustle up some Clarity burgers. I was watching Shaft last night. How do you know all that?
I go to a lot of art exhibitions. There's more to me than just cleaning, you know.
I'd settle for the just cleaning bit. You sure you're right?
Yes, I promise you, it's a Slobodan Pesashitsky. He's highly regarded amongst those of us in the know.
Well, I owe you an apology, Barbara. You're not just the daft, clumsy, marauded, cack-handed, oafish, lumbering, bumbling, butterfingered, clownish, galumping, accident-prone buffoon I thought you were.
Thank you.
Oh, I like this.
Says here, untitled by unknown.
I'm surprised they don't recognise a piece by Slobodan Pesashitsky when they see one.
Slobodan Pesashitsky. I'm not falling for that.
Or what?
That's one of those names that means something rude. Do you know Ivor Biggin? Is there a Hugh G. Rection in the house? Excuse me, Headmaster, I've got a message from Jemima Flappy Tits. I was very naive when I was 8.
I'm telling you, this is a Slobodan Pesashitsky. Never signs his work, just puts a secret tractor symbol under the base.
Well, do you think we could take a peek?
Oh, why not, as long as it's put back in its place?
Yeah, we'll hardly move it.
I meant Lee.
Oh, he's absolutely right. There's a little tractor.
Who's the daddy? Of the Polish abstract movement, it's Pesashitsky, that's who.
Really? That's amazing. Genuinely impressed.
Anyway, shall we go to the bar, sweetheart? Leave our art genius to talk about tractors?
Back of the net ski.
So, how much would a piece like this be worth then, Lee?
Go on, have a guess. Ballpark figure.
I don't want to, lanky beanpole figure. It's about 20,000.
Says here, 1,000.
Well, like I say, about 20. And I was including delivery. Anyway, they didn't even know it was a Pesashitsky.
Still, it seems like a hell of a lot for an unknown artist.
Well, that's because this is unique. You see, what you're looking at here is a piece called Wonky. And it was the only sculpture he ever made, because when he finished it, he killed himself. Went out to the garden shed, poured weed killer over him, and put a match to it.
Is weed killer flammable?
No, it's not. I know that, and you know that, but he didn't. He was an idiot. Even in death I fail. When will end this sorrow? Where's that gun? Yes, this is the only Pesashitsky in existence. Anyone who's valued it as 1,000 doesn't know what they're talking about.
Oh, excuse me. We'd like to purchase this.
Of course, sir.
It's £1,000, I believe.
I'll give you 3.
5.
8.
10.
Christ! That's not a bid.
Sorry.
Oh, I'd hate for Lucy to feel she'd missed out on a bargain for her gallery. Maybe we don't need to mention this to anyone.
Don't worry, I won't. I'll say Jemima Flappy Tits bought it.
Ah, here he is. Brian Sewell.
Is that Cockney rhyming slang, madam?
What rhymes with Sewell?
Tool.
Cool.
Fool.
Lion. Rhymes with Brian, anyway.
You were very impressive last night.
Ah, it wasn't just me. You provided the candles and the Barry White music.
At the gallery.
Oh, it was nothing. In fact, I'm surprised you hadn't heard of Pesashitsky, Guy. It's probably a generation thing, though, isn't it? All this modern stuff, eh? I'm guessing you prefer a nice picture of a cart stuck in a ditch. Yes, old Slobberdan. He's the next big thing in the abstract art movement.
You're a bit of a dark horse, aren't you?
Yeah, do you think we always had you down as a donkey?
Well, there's a bit of truth in that as well. Not the ears.
Right, come on, we're going to be late.
Oh, off out.
Yeah. Guy's going to help me choose some pieces for my art exhibition.
Oh, right. Well, don't hesitate to ask for help, Guy, if you're out your depth. Unless you're swimming.
Yeah, you have to be careful in some of these places. Sometimes you find yourself surrounded by people posing as art experts, when in fact they have an entirely different agenda. The world is full of Anthony Blunts. By the way, that one was Cockney rhyming slang.
I know what he meant. Wow. Hell of a keyring.
It's a Pesachitsky. You were absolutely right about him being the next big thing. Apparently, that piece we saw the other night went for an absolute fortune. So I tracked down the artist and got in on the action.
How much did you pay?
That's like asking a girl her age. Few thousand?
Wow. That's like asking Guy his age. A few thousand for this piece of jet ski.
I know. Bargain, eh? Mind you, all the pieces he sold me were different prices.
What do you mean, all the pieces? How many have you bought?
His entire back catalogue. I'm going to make a killing.
I think I know where you're going to start. It's not my fault.
It's never your fault, is it? When the lift smelt of burning rubber for a fortnight, it wasn't your fault. When my mum ended up in a ditch, it wasn't your fault. When my Aunt Janice could only eat soft fruit for a month, it wasn't your fault. Lucy's going to lose a fortune. Someone's going to have to tell her the truth. She's my sister.
Surely she already knows that. Look, Tim, don't say anything. Come on, we're mates. Think of all the good times we've had together. Eh? Skateboarding with our undies round our ankles and a sparkler sticking out of our bums.
That wasn't me.
What about that night we tried to steal a penguin?
That wasn't me.
What about that time we climbed a tree and when that nerdy bloke walked past, we weed on his head?
That was me.
Look, just give me a chance. You know me. All right, give me a chance, pretend you don't know me.
You've got until the end of the week to get her money back.
Deal. Wasn't my fault. How do?
Hello. So how are these paint-on gloves working out for you?
I brought you an ice cream from my van, but I had to park miles away. Somebody nicked me fake disabled parking badge. Bloody criminals. Sorry. It's supposed to be a funny face.
I'll have to make do with yours then, won't I?
Anyway, they're bad for you. Full of saturated fat and mechanically recovered face. Have you sold any?
Yeah. They're going like hotcakes.
Maybe it's your sales technique.
Excuse me. I run my own business. I'm a born salesman.
In that case, can I have a copy of Razzle and a vibrator, please? Oh, born salesman. Oh, hey, leave this to me. Hello.
Hi.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, very interesting.
Let me know if you want to try anything on. It's a unique piece. Yeah, I know they all look the same, but they're completely different.
How?
Well, they all represent different things.
Right. What does this one represent, then?
Envy. Yeah, it's supposed to be green originally, but he didn't want the others getting jealous.
So these are all the 7 deadly sins?
Yes. Yes. That's Sloth. Took him ages to finish it. That one's Pride, which is ironic, because he was ashamed of that one. Don't worry, a lot of this is whimsy. Smiling's fine. That one's Lust. I won't tell you what he did to that one. And we've got Greed, Gluttony, and finally... It's not Grumpy, is it?
Wrath.
Wrath. That's it, wrath. Because when he did it, he was absolutely wrathed. Yes. They're a set.
Well, you've missed 2 out. There's 9.
Well, they're part of Gluttony. I'm sure they'll do you a deal if you want to buy them all.
Do you know, I might do that. I might come back later and buy the lot.
Really?
Yeah, I'll just go and check the weather report first.
Why?
See if hell's freezing over.
Everybody's a comedian. Oh, nice of you to turn up. I've been trying to get hold of you for 3 days.
Sorry, I've been doing a major job. House clearance prior to sale. Well, demolition now, but I wasn't completely to blame.
Why has Lucy bought loads of these Pesoshetskis and can't even get a pizza leaflet through the door?
Anyway, got to get to work. This flat doesn't dust itself.
Yeah, it does more than you. You have really heard of him, haven't you?
Of course I have. It was me that told you about the tractor signature, wasn't it?
And he is well regarded amongst those in the know.
Yes. It's just that there aren't that many people in the know, that's all.
How many?
It's just me.
What?
Just me.
What do you mean, just you? How do you know about this bloke?
I clean his flat.
You clean his flat?
Yes, and it's not easy either. It's full of lots of unsold sculptures. Well, it was till the other day.
Great.
OK, well, let's not panic. I mean, he must have sold to at least a few other people in the past. We just need to find a way of getting those precious few buyers into Lucy's exhibition.
Oh, brilliant plan. I knew you'd come through in the end. Oh, one small problem, we don't know who they are, you mental cow.
OK, I can nosy through his stuff. I mean, he must have kept some kind of record.
Do you reckon?
I don't see why not. It's probably all on his computer, isn't it? Yeah. And you'd be amazed how easily a computer can be turned on accidentally when you're dusting. You, in particular, would be amazed.
I mistyped. I was looking for an old school friend of mine, Alan Entry.
Can't believe these people are interested in this rubbish. Looks like a kid sent it in. I'm sorry, we can't return any of your sculptures.
This is brilliant, Lee. I'm getting loads of interest.
You know, this reminds me of the time I saw David Copperfield in Vegas. I was secretly impressed, had absolutely no idea how he did it, yet still felt this underlying desire to slap him in the face.
Well, come on. Credit where it's due. You've done great, Lee.
Yes, show some respect, for I am king of the abstract art movement.
And there's us thinking you were just king useless.
Oh, God, you're too king kind.
Well, it's nice to see you taking all the king credit.
Hey, maybe I should commission him to do some more.
I wouldn't bother. They're expecting a big crash in the Prague art world.
I thought you said he was Polish.
No, I said he was Polish.
Oh, look. Polish art. Pity I didn't bring my duster. Polish art. It's a Polish art, bring my duster. You had to be there. Oh, you were, weren't you? Actually, this is a bit dusty.
Oh, no. It's fine. The artist likes dust on all his work.
Look, trust me, I won't break it. Ta-da! See? It's not broken.
Barbara told me what's been going on. You haven't really been on an Open University course, have you?
No. But I once went out with an artist. Well, she used to do doodles and stuff when we were chatting. Actually, not just chatting.
You don't know anything about art, do you?
Well, if you think about it, not knowing about art is actually the same as knowing about it, because by not knowing about it, you've rejected the notion of actually...
Answer the question.
Nothing.
Lock up when you've finished.
Is she gone?
Oh, here she is, the supergrass.
She tricked me. She used questions. She threatened to report me to my boss.
You're self-employed.
I was panicking. It was like Guantanamo Bay in that bathroom. I'll give you a hand.
It's fine.
I insist.
Hello.
Sorry, we're closed. And if you see a bull looking for directions to the china shop, tell him it's too late. Barbara's beating him to it.
Oh, hello. We just popped in to see how Lucy was doing.
Is this a Pasashitsky? I thought you said ours was the only one he ever made.
Ah, well, it's your lucky day. After you bought yours, this one was discovered. Turns out what you own is only half the piece. This is the other half. The half that means you two are going to be sitting on a small fortune. But not any small fortune, a large small fortune. Apparently, wonky isn't the full title. Meet donkey.
Well, I don't know how you did it, but thanks.
You know me, I can sell snow to Eskimos. Well, cornettos to hoodies, same difference. So, you going to be doing any more exhibitions?
I've just about broken even on this one. I think my art dealing days are over.
What about the Antique Roadshow?
What about it?
Is he going to do any more?
Well, I'm guessing your brief visit to the art world is over too?
Actually, no. Tomorrow, I'm going to an artistic interpretation of the atrocities of war and violence through the medium of coloured lights.
It's Laser Quest, isn't it?
Yes. Anyway, here's to Slobodan Pesashitsky. And the fact that we got through all this without any of his surname, it's in the Fansky. A tricky number. Very complex. I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, not going out, not staying in, just hanging around with my head in a spin. But there is no need to scream and shout. We're not going out. We are not going